Senators passed a bill that would require all law enforcement officers in the state to wear body cameras.
So the bill does a little bit of both. The bill requires that local law enforcement agencies adopt their own policies and procedures, but it also has some mandatory parameters, including turning it on and when to turn it off, and the fact that the video has to be retained and maintained and made available for a period of time.
After the death of Minneapolis man George Floyd in police custody, there have been calls for police departments all across the country to reform. Albuquerque Senator Mark Moores was one of the few Republicans who voted for the bill, but he told us he wished that lawmakers were more focused on the budget.
I think a lot of us were supportive of the issue of the police officers wearing body cam. And then at the last minute, the governor just threw a bunch of other very complex legal issues about liability into the bill. We don't have a chance to talk to the police officers. We haven't talked to the sheriffs. We don't know how that's going to impact. We can't talk to the cops because this place is closed to everyone. We can't talk to civil rights leaders because the place is closed to everyone. This is not the way to run a democracy.
The bill was originally intended to require just the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office to wear body cameras. Law enforcement officials at schools like Albuquerque Public Schools and UNM Police would now be required as well, according to the latest bill, to wear body cameras. That bill now moves to the House. The House passed two solvency bills that would use a mix of federal money and rainy day funds to offset revenue shortfalls. Before the pandemic, teachers were expecting a 4% pay bump, but now it looks like they will only get a 1% increase. The second bill would save about $150 million by trimming funds for road projects and other capital outlay. Republican lawmakers voiced concern over canceling infrastructure spending. The bill will slowly help pay debts by taking an average of 4% from most state agency budgets. Lawmakers have spent the first couple of days of the session working through some stumbling blocks.
It's been a real challenge for us to meet in a time of social distancing where we're all wearing a face shield or a mask. We get feedback from people that we sound muffled, and then the server has been going out.
There's some situations that have come up and we're still trying to figure it out, and it's a very, very slow start.
The public is prohibited from attending the session in person because of COVID-19, but they still have to be able to watch the events there online. That means if the live stream goes down, which has happened repeatedly, lawmakers have to stop what they're doing until the live stream is back up. Lawmakers say the new procedures for meeting and voting have been confusing. The governor originally projected the session would last only a few days, but that is looking doubtful given the technical wrinkles as well as the new topics like police reform that the governor added at the last minute.